Hello and namaste everyone. I am Madhura Bhagwat and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be flowing through a full body Vinyasa Yoga class for both intermediate and experienced beginner practitioners. There are always options for the poses, so feel free to modify them to suit your respective needs. We will be doing a little bit of everything from forward folds to back bends, twists, side stretches, balancing postures, hip openers, plus a little bit of core work and full body strengthening. Feel free to keep a pillow, couple of yoga blocks and strap handy to make your respective practice accessible. And if you like this video, support my channel by giving me a thumbs up, sharing your experience in the comments below and subscribing to this channel. So let's get started. We will start our practice by coming into child's pose. So you can either keep your knees together or drawing your big toes together, knees slightly apart. Gently start to walk your hands forward to rest your abdomen, chest and forehead towards the mat. Beginning to observe the flow of your breaths in and out of the body. Observing the quality of your breaths as you inhale and exhale. And taking this time, this opportunity to slowly beginning to calm your lingering thoughts. Pausing any mental activities and starting to let go of anything that was happening until now, so that your focus, your awareness is gently brought to this present moment. Beginning to slowly start to ground yourself before we start to take shapes on the mat. Beautiful. Slowly begin to lift yourself up onto your fours. Keeping approximately shoulder-width distance between your palms and hip-width distance between your knees. Inhale, slowly begin to drop your abdomen, lifting your chest and chin for Marjariasana A. Exhaling to curl into your spine, drawing your chin to chest, Marjariasana B. Inhale to arch. Exhaling to curl. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to arch. And deep breath out to curl. To relax your wrists, turning your right palm around so that your fingers face your knees, the top of the palm is onto the mat. Slowly begin to make slight fist with your palm. Exhaling to open. Let's do that again. Inhale to make your fist. Exhale to open. Taking a deep breath in here, slowly begin to lower your hip towards the back. Inhaling back to center. Exhale to release. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side. So turning your left palm around. Inhaling to make your fist. Exhaling to open. Let's do that again. Inhale to make your fist. Exhaling to open. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, you lower your hip towards the back. Beautiful. Inhaling to center. Exhale to release. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees to press back in your first downward facing dog. Feel free to bend one knee at a time to move your hips from side to side, taking deep in breaths and out. On your next inhale, lift really high up onto your toes. And as you exhale, you push in between your hands to draw your abdomen towards your thighs. But at the same time, keep lifting higher up onto your toes. Beautiful. Inhale, gently begin to walk forward, keeping approximately a foot distance from top of the mat. Drawing your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale to lengthen your spine. At this point, you could always use blocks under your palms if you're unable to reach, or you could place your palms onto your shins. Exhaling to fold. Micro bending into your knees, chin to your chest, curling into your spine. You slowly begin to draw yourself up. Inhale, hands lift over your head. Exhale, hands at the heart center. We'll be running through 3 Sun Salutations A and 2 Sun Salutations B. So for that, inhale, hands lift over your head. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, in round 1, you can step back in plank. To modify it, you can drop your knees down. Exhale to chest and chin down to lower down. Inhaling to Cobra. You could always start with upward facing dog, but if your body is not warm enough, you could start with Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhaling onto your toes, turn your gaze forward, bending into your knees, drawing your abdomen towards your thighs, and you want to keep actively pressing away from the mat. On your next inhale, step, hop, jump forward, inhaling to lengthen your spine. Exhale, you fold. Inhaling, hands lift over your head. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. In round 2, you could either jump back to lower down, or this time you step back and plank, keeping hip weight distance between your feet. Gently transfer your weight forward, bend your elbows towards the back to lower Chaturanga. Inhale to Cobra this time, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling to lift up, turning your gaze forward, bend your knees, and step, hop, jump, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to fold. Inhaling, taking your hands over your head, exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to step back, lower down, or this time you hop back and down. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Option to go into down dog, or you could lower down to press up and back. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling onto your toes to turn your gaze forward, bending into your knees and step, hop, jump, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to fold. Inhaling, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, hands at the heart center. Inhale to chair pose, Utthita. Bending into your knees, you press your hip back to sit low. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, hop, jump back to lower. Inhale to Cobra up dog. Exhale to down dog. On your next inhale, you pivot your left foot to 45 degrees angle to step your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhaling, palms go down Either you step back or this time you float the leg to lower. Inhale to Cobra Up Dog. Exhale to Down Dog. Gently pivoting your right foot to 45, stepping your left foot forward. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, palms down. Slowly step back or float the leg to lower. Inhaling to Cobra Up Dog. Exhale to Down Dog. Focusing on your breaths. Inhaling onto your toes. Turning your gaze forward. Bend your knees to step, hop, jump. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to fold. Bending into your knees. Inhale, chair. Moving into round 2. Exhaling to fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, step, hop, jump back. Inhaling to Cobra Up Dog. Exhale to Down Dog. Inhale, pivot your left foot to 45, step your right foot forward. Inhale, Warrior One. This time you open out to Warrior Two, so that your right toes are turned towards the front and your left foot is parallel to the back side of the mat. Gently lean back, reverse warrior. Exhaling, extended side angle. You could always place your elbow onto your thigh. Feel free to go in for a half bind or a full bind if that's in your practice. Beautiful. Releasing your bind. Inhale, Warrior Two. Exhale, you windmill your hands down towards the mat. From there, you slowly slide your right leg up, elbows down. Three-legged dolphin. Avoid sinking in your elbows or letting your elbows slide out. Gently press up to scoop forward and down. Inhaling to Cobra Up Dog. Exhale to Downward Facing Dog. On your next inhale, we pivot the right foot to step the left foot forward. Inhale, Veerabhadrasana I, Warrior One. We open into Warrior Two. Inhaling to reverse warrior. Parsva Veerabhadrasana. Make sure you're not collapsing onto your right hand. If you notice you have a tendency of doing that, you could wrap your right hand around. Breathing into the left side of your body. Inhaling back to Warrior Two. Exhale, extended side angle. You can go into your half bind or full bind. Beautiful. Releasing your bind, inhale back to Warrior Two. Exhale, windmill your hands down towards the mat. Sliding this time your left leg up, elbows down, three-legged dolphin. Gently press up to scoop forward and down, inhaling to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling to Downward Facing Dog. Slowly begin to walk your hands towards your feet. Approximately keeping hip width distance between your feet, you grab hold of your big toes. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, you draw your elbows out to gently fold for Padangushtasana. Inhaling, halfway lift. Slowly begin to walk your hands forward, coming into Downward Facing Dog. Taking your vinyasa, inhale, wave forward in a plank to lower. Gently to rise up, Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Exhaling to Downward Facing Dog. On your next inhale, lift high up onto your toes to turn your gaze forward. Bend your knees to step up, jump through to come to seated. And gently lie down on your back. We go into Pawana Muktasana. So inhale, lift your legs to 40 degrees. Exhale to bend them. You can wrap your hands around by interlocking your fingers, holding opposite elbows or opposite wrists. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to lift. Beautiful. Inhaling to release. Taking your hands on the side, straighten your legs to 40. And slowly begin to lift your torso and your hands up so that your toes and eyes are in one line. And breathe. Dronasana. Beautiful. Gently drop your feet down to open your knees with or without your hand support. Meet me in chair. Now from here you have an option to simply step back and stay in down dog, or you have the option to float into crow. If you want to go for crow, take approximately 2 feet distance from top of the mat. Exhale, palms go down. Lifting high up onto your toes, bend your knees, bend your elbows, knees onto your triceps, transferring your weight forward, you begin to float up. And then you step up, jump back. Inhaling to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling to Down Dog. Take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. On your next inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhaling to lift up. Exhale, right knee to left triceps. Inhaling to lift. This time you bend into your knees. You have an option to stay here, or you gently flip over for wild thing. Left leg straight, right knee bent. Inhaling back to center. Now slowly drawing your knee in towards the chest. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Your back foot is on your toes. Slowly drawing your hands to the heart center, gently lift up, floating your left side in Warrior III. Micro bending into your right, gently draw your left knee in, then turning your knee out from your hip, dropping your left ankle above the knee, figure 4. Avoid curling into your upper back or folding too much in the front. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, draw your knee in towards the chest. Option 1, you take your right palm on the outside of your left knee to twist, or you could work on straightening that leg. Beautiful. Slowly circling your hand, going into twisted half moon. Your left palm goes down, right hand lifts. Slowly bending into your right knee, slide your left leg slightly towards the back to come into a twisted lunge. You have an option to stay here or transfer your weight towards the side to come into Vasishthasana, side plank. Option to stay, or you can lower down your palm to gently lower down in Chaturanga. Inhaling to Cobra Up Dog, exhaling to Downward Facing Dog. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side. So this time, left leg lifts. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling to lift up. Exhale, left knee to right triceps. Inhaling to lift. From there, you begin to bend into your knee. Option to stay, or you flip over, wild thing. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Then slowly coming into your side plank, drawing your left knee in, you step the foot forward. Inhaling to rise up. Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Moving into Warrior III. Inhaling, slowly draw your right knee in towards the chest. Then opening your knee out, you sit down in figure 4. Inhaling to draw it back, and you twist to your right. Option 1, you can place your palm on the outside of your knee, or you can work on straightening your right leg. Moving into twisted half moon, circling your hands, right palm goes down, and you twist towards the left. Option to stay here, or slowly bending into your knee, you slide your right palm slightly towards the back to come into twisted lunge. Option to stay or transferring your weight towards the side to come into Vasishthasana, side plank. Take a deep breath in, exhaling to lower your palm, to gently lower down. This time to lie down onto your belly. We'll be going into Dhanurasana, for which you bend your knees to grab hold of your ankles. Chin on the mat. From there, inhale, you start to lift your torso and your legs up. To slowly lower. Taking your palms by the side, gently tuck your toes under to press up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, onto your toes. Turning your gaze forward, bend your knees to step hop, jump through to come to seated. Bending into your right knee, keeping your left leg straight. From there, inhale, lift your hands up, moving into Janu Shirasana, exhaling to fold. Inhale, slowly begin to lift up. Switch sides, this time right leg straight, left knee bent. Inhaling to lift the chest, exhale to walk forward. Inhale, slowly begin to lift. Exhaling to release. Drawing your legs forward, bending into your knees gently to lie down on your back. We'll be going into Setu Bandhasana. So this time, bending into your knees, heels to your hips, hip width distance between your feet, hands by the side. Inhale to lift your pelvic up towards the ceiling. You can always walk your hands under to interlock your fingers. Slowly releasing your palms, gently lower your hip down towards the mat. To relax in between, you can walk your feet towards the outer edges of the mat to drop your knees in towards each other. Slowly straighten your legs now. We'll be first going into Halasana Plough pose, then shoulder stand. So if you do not know how to do it, I would recommend first sitting up, watching the sequence, and then replaying it and practicing with me. Because when you're doing Halasana, shoulder stand, and Matsyasana, at no point you want to turn your neck because it can lead to an injury, which you absolutely do not want. So I would highly recommend to first watch the three postures if you are unaware of how to do them, and then going into it. So to go into Halasana, you draw your feet together, hands by the side. From there, inhale, you lift your legs first to 90 degrees. On your next exhale, you lift your hip up to gently drop your feet towards the back onto the mat. You can walk your toes away from your head towards the back wall. You have the option of interlocking your fingers or simply placing them onto the mat. On each inhale, you want to work on drawing your tailbone slightly up and then walking your toes further away from your head. I cannot do that because I have a neck injury. From there, moving into shoulder stand, you support your back with your palms and then gently on your next inhale, start to lift your toes up towards the ceiling, keeping your gaze towards your toes. On each inhale, focus on lifting your body slightly higher up, and on each exhale, you draw your elbows further in towards each other. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, gently lower your toes towards the back, releasing your palms onto the mat. Inhale, slowly begin to lower your back towards the mat so your legs are at 90 degrees. You slowly begin to lower down your legs. Then taking your palms under your hips, drawing your elbows in towards each other, you rest the crown of the head towards the mat. And slowly releasing your head, taking your palms on the side. We will now be moving into final resting pose, Shavasana. Keeping comfortable distance between your legs, hands by the side of the body, palms turned up towards the ceiling. Letting your fingers curl naturally as you inhale and exhale. If you wish to stay here a little longer, feel free to do so, or begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, making circular movements with your wrists, your ankles. Drawing your feet together, slowly lifting your hands over your head to stretch them. On your next inhale, turning onto your right side, making a cushion of your right hand and resting your head on it. Inhaling to draw back to center. Slowly lifting up to come to any seated comfortable position. With your hands at the heart center, shoulders roll back, chest forward. And being grateful for today's practice, inhaling palms to your forehead, exhaling bow forward. Inhale to draw yourself up, take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. And once you're ready, slowly begin to blink your eyes open. If you've enjoyed today's practice, like this video and leave your comment in the section below and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.